Hello and welcome to the Shaken Up Show Playing Away, the new show where each week we'll be meeting a member of staff, volunteer or player from an upcoming opponent in hopes that we can find out more about their team and what to expect on this crazy non-league journey. This week, our guest is Matt Atherton, player manager of Euxton Villa, and he's here to tell us all about their club. Hi Matt, how are you doing?
I'm great, thank you.
Welcome to the show. So, first things first, can you introduce yourself and tell us about your role at the club?
Of course I can. So my name is Matt Atherton. I'm player manager at Euxton Villa. So I kind of played around the semi-pro level, and then a couple of years ago went back to Euxton Villa, which is my local side, to play and manage there with the aim of moving into kind of semi-professional football.
Fantastic. And Euxton are a club that are going to be very new to a lot of our fans and followers. So can you tell us where they are, what the stadium's called?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. So Euxton's kind of a village just outside of Chorley. So it's not a massive place, but it's very much a community club. So we play at a ground called the Jim Fowler Memorial Ground. So one of the benefactors, basically, the club, it's got, I think it's 1904, 1907, the club was founded. So it's been around a very long time. But that person helped facilitate by a load of fields. So when we welcome everyone down, you'll see what we've got. But we've got kind of 2 or 3 11-a-side pitches plus some smaller pitches as well. So it's a really brilliant facility. And yeah, we play in the West Lancs Premier League, which is Step 7. We unsuccessfully applied for Step 6 this year, but that is the ultimate aim. We've put quite a bit of time and money into the ground and facilities. So hopefully next year or two, we'll be up there in the North West Counties.
That sounds like a plan. It sounds like you've got a really nice setup down there as well. Can't wait to get down. Can you tell us about if the club has got a nickname at all, or is it just Euxton Villa?
Yeah, I'd love to say we have like some really unique nickname, but to be honest, most people just call us the Villa. That's kind of the only nickname. I'd like to say we called the Villains or something like that, but no, it's just the Villa, really, up the Villa.
That's fair enough. And I noticed that you recently changed your crest. Is that part of the changes you're making in line to maybe push to come up a level? Are you separating the men's football from the lower down, or are you all adopting the new crest? Or
no, it's almost like a bit of a rebrand and just kind of moving forward into the next phase. As a club, we're very, very fortunate. We've got a brilliant youth setup. We've got over 40 teams, and we want everyone on board. So everyone's took over the crest, and the plan is really to have a pathway. But yeah, it's just really part of the rebrand and just a kind of new dawn, trying to move the first team up. Because we've always had really successful youth sides. I mean, some of our ex-players, Sam Johnson at West Brom, we've had David Unsworth, kind of an Everton legend. So we've had a few international players come through the grassroots, but we've never really kind of been that successful at men's level. We've only had a few kind of trophy wins and cup wins at lower level. So that's the next plan.
Fantastic. And so going on from that, what sort of football should we expect from the Euxton Villa first team?
It might depend on what we're having to face, to be fair. We might be camping, but no, in fairness, we look to play kind of a positive brand of football. We want to play out wherever possible, want to keep the ball, want to play football the right way, but also play with a bit of pace and purpose. So sometimes, depending on the team you're playing against, you just have to blend that. But we're certainly not a side that are going to go around kicking people. It's not really the way we do things. We try and play as best we can.
Fantastic. And obviously, excluding yourself being player manager, who are the players to watch?
Well, I don't want to give too much away. We're very fortunate. We've got a brilliant squad of lads, and we're very fortunate to keep everyone down at the club. And I think that's a testament to the way we do things. But I'd probably say our number 9. I won't give his name away too much yet, but our number 9 will be one to watch. He's been top of the goal scoring charts in the last 2 years. But to be honest, we've got a number of players at the game. We're fortunate. We've got quite a few lads in their kind of early to mid-20s who've come together and played together for a few years now. So I'd say we're very much a squad with lots of very good players rather than kind of one just standout player.
That's the sort of situation we've had this year that I think most of, if not all of the lads are back, which I believe is very unusual at non-league level. I think we've had a bit of churn, but the core of the team, we had a podcast last night, we released this morning, we had a couple of the lads on and they were saying just how happy they were that most of the team had come back. Do you believe that that's important at this level, trying to retain as much of the squad as possible?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you call your identity set by the dressing room, really. You can kind of say the way you want to play. You can have a style and a philosophy, but if the lads don't fulfill it, then it kind of doesn't mean much. So I know I've had experience, won the league with Runcorn many years ago now, but we had the same squad of lads. We finished second on a number of occasions, but it was just through that kind of gradual change of one or two players, and we just added to that until we kind of saw that through. And yeah, keeping a squad that kind of, and you see it often where teams, they come together and they actually bounce up through the leagues. They don't just win once, they'll go and win one or two times at least, just because we have that and that extra kind of bit of an incentive to play as a team and work together and get the outcomes as a group of players.
Excellent. Are there any interesting facts about Euxton Villa that the Bury fans should know? Anything that's just like would come up in a pub quiz, or any historical interesting facts?
I think I've given away quite a few of the interesting things in terms of our age. So we are kind of historically over 100 years kind of existence, and obviously with the players we've had who've kind of played at the international level. So other than that, I don't think we have any kind of secret hidden talent, but it'll be good to welcome everyone down. I feel we're very lucky in the setting that we have as a ground as well. It's a very picturesque ground, so I'm sure some of the fans will enjoy seeing that.
Well, speaking of the fans, I saw a social media post from yourselves go out today with some information about the day, and there was a pie and a pint icon. So can we expect some nice beers? The Bury fans like a nice beer, so I think they'll be looking forward to it.
Yeah, absolutely. We're making sure we're stocking up. So we're hosting a cup finals event this Saturday. So the bar's going to be fully stocked, and then we'll make sure we restock it for the week after. But yeah, one of our sponsors, Pound Bakery, they're going to be putting pies on for us. So we're fortunate to have that alongside all the other usual snacks and things. But yeah, we always have a good beer fridge. So I'm sure you'll try and do it out.
I'll grab a couple after I finish my media duties after the game. I'm sure I will. So this is going to be one of because this is a new series. One of the standing questions we're going to have is, what are the opponents or the person's thoughts on ourselves ahead of the game? What do you know about us? What sort of game are you expecting from us? Because obviously we're very new and not many people have come across us yet, so they won't have done the research. I'm just wondering, what are you expecting a week on Saturday?
Well, I know a few lads who I think they've been there. Some are still there. Some I think have left now. So Jimmy Moore, Chris Holt, Mitch Bryan, Kieran Nolan. They've all said really positive things about the club, and obviously it's a real journey that you're going to be going on. And I went actually and saw yourselves play against Garstang away, because just out of interest, really, just to see a few friends play. And what I noticed is that you're very kind of fast tempo, fairly direct. Obviously, you got Tom Greaves up top, who's a brilliant and prolific target man. So, and your goalkeeper had an almighty kick on him. And I know the centre halves are really solid. Your fullbacks got high. You've got your wingers. I know Chippendale on that day, I think he's got a few goals cutting in on his left. So, yeah, I think you're going to be physical, fast-paced, and a good side ultimately. I mean, you've obviously got some very good players at the squad, so we're looking forward to it.
Was that the games, did you say, at Garstang?
Yeah,
I was there. I got very wet. We were up on the balcony of one of the clubhouses.
Oh, the clubhouse,
doing the media from there, and I was dripping wet through by the end of it. It was a great day out, though. Lovely ground.
Yeah, well, I'll remember that game because when I got back that evening, I was found out I was expecting the first child. So it always sticks in the memory.
Not long off, or
yeah, 6 weeks to go. So not far. So.
Everybody's having babies.
I think what's the lockdown effect, I think.
Yeah, we've got between the players now, I think there's going to be 7.
Wow. That is a lot.
That I've had in recent months or have got coming up. We're going to have to open a crash, I think.
Yeah, 5-side team there.
Yeah, no, definitely. Youth team. We haven't got one of them yet. So I've got one final question for the game.
Yeah.
And it's always one that I know managers, players are hesitant to answer. What's your score prediction?
Well, it's difficult to predict. It's difficult to say because in a normal season, you'd like to say, oh, we'll keep it tight, we'll keep it solid at the back, try and play the break and counter. But with it being such a strange season, and obviously both sides probably will have been out of training and maybe not in the condition they'd like to be in. So I think goals are a given, and I'd like to hope for both sides. So I'm going to be positive. I'm going to say we're going to pinch a 3-2 win.
3-2 win.
But we'll see.
I'll hold you to that. I'll buy you a pint if you're right.
Yeah, I'll definitely hold you to that. Well, to be fair, we do score goals. That's one thing as a side. I'll be really disappointed if we don't now. But I've been manager for technically 2 years, but not actually managed a game yet, with COVID taking away every league result.
So, I bet you're chomping at the bit, aren't you?
Yeah, and I think there's only a handful of games we've not scored in. So, and we also seem to concede a few as well, which is the issue we need to resolve. So I think there'll be goals.
Fantastic. Right. Well, thank you very much for coming on the show, Matt. And,
yeah, not a problem.
I'll let you go. Cheers.
Yeah, and look forward to seeing you next Saturday.
A huge thank you to Matt from Euxton Villa for coming on the show. If you want to buy a ticket for the game next Saturday, you can do so at buryafc.uk. There are links on our social media channels on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. We're on TikTok if you want to follow us on there as well. YouTube, make sure you like and subscribe to this video, and we will see you soon.